pulled up, who seemed to have gotten thinner these past few days, and looked at us and said in a soft, tired voice, "Lady Dustiness." When she heard him, darkness was down on my It was a gift for healing him. I was forced to shop with Aqua in the capital due to her willfulness. Darkness and Megman went to search for the inn we would be staying in for tonight. I really wish this bumbling girl could learn from Iris. She's always careful not to trouble others. Hey, this is the first time I've heard of this. I don't remember receiving any meat from you. You and Megman were out at that time because we hadn't had lunch. I asked Darkness to cook it and the two of us finished it off. The two of us pushed against each other and our hands grasped. Oh, what a coincidence to run into Aqua's here. Someone called us from behind. The one standing there was the sword master who uses a magic sword. It had been a long time since I first met this strange fellow. I remember his name was Matsuragi, a man who came from Japan just like I did. He always had 2 girls along with him, but seemed to be alone today. Aqua suspiciously said, "W, who are you?" She was the one who sent him here, but she seemed to have forgotten. When Matsuragi heard what she said, he smiled happily. "Aqua-sama, you like to joke as usual." However, Aqua hid behind me instantly. Hey,
Hardcore deathmatch. Eradicate all. Steel yourselves. Stop being the faint of heart. The league's ours.
as she presented her folded napkin. So you took it from her with a rice one. Hi, thank you, Uncle Sala. I'll pay you. He said while receiving the napkin with a smile. So then asked to take her a moment. Amazing. The folded napkin gave the impression that once Sala was beyond the napkin, the folding was a decent quality. Hey, Aqua, make room for me too. Don't worry, I won't do the same thing again. A robust Twitter showed up with my phone. And good one then. After taking my request, Aqua started folding the napkin silently. So he stood up with a smile when he saw that. Stay to us until I become stronger. Please protect Aqua Sama. Well then, Goddess Sama, I'll excuse myself. Our treasure is paying a folding. When Aqua heard what the ceremony said, she raised her head with a HMM question mark card. Goodbye, say, yes, we know. Is transforming necessary? It's necessary. Please do the usual. So he looked at her very closely, the expression of the face, clearly get along well with each other. After saying that, he made farewell and left. On the way back to me, by the way, it's been a long time since I was impressed as Goddess Sama. That catch you on person might be a Vanguard after all. You really think that? You should have considered it right. I would not be able to comment. Sure, I'll be in the first place. I'll watch the camera and say that she that the king was cautious about this thing. No, that's not possible. No, impossible. By the way, what's it? Red tags. The captain is back around. So after that, I took the car. The rest of us in the capital system. Common sense. I heard her request the staff at the interviews I institute, which is dishes that he's plenty of experience points. I feel like eating something heavy today. Let's get some high class meat for us. I want to eat something light. I want to eat something with vegetables and useful for me. The moment Sarah said that I got along with Aqua, our opinions clashed immediately. Let's have a match then. Thanks to me, so I remember that you're actually a goddess. I'll give you a special honor and then you'll only win once against me. Perhaps and your witnesses are on the dish now. What? More than a compliment. Yes, you in that case. Might as well just listen to me straight. Let's go.
Hardcore, hardcore. Move on the objective. Stay critical of your opponents.
Do something about these two. I opened the door fully armed and said to the noisy trio, "What are you laughing at?" The rest is at once. Off we go. Now's our time to take it. Before I noticed, Clara and a group of nobles probably came here to raise the the morale of the knights and adventurers mustered before the castle, and the nobles were looking at me with expectant gaze. Despite the failure in apprehending the chivalrous thief, they were still looking forward to observing our prowess that defeated multiple generals of the Demon King's army. At this moment, I saw a figure looking down at the battle in the castle. On a closer look, it was Iris, who was looking straight at me.
Hardcore deathmatch. Some two or three.
The DPT who was sexually harassed by you last night already told you part of it, right? The divine relic Sakura Senpai gave to the reincarnated people are circulating in the world. Oh right, there's that too. By the way, if I remember correctly, the divine relics will choose their owner, right? I thought I could use that cheat like a magic sword when I took it, but I learned that it'd just be a normal sword in the hands of others. That's right, I thought I could use it to restore that magic sword. This explanation is correct. The divine relic will only display its full power in the hands of the one. The staff will staff that increase the power of other subjects. They were misused. According to Eris, affect the world greatly. Firstly, the divine relic can summon and command monsters without needing to pay the price. It will become a magic item that will require paying after summoning monsters. The other was a divine relic that can exchange bodies with another person. The effect changed from being permanent to temporary.
Hardcore, hardcore. Move out and secure the objective. Time to fight like you mean it. Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is active. Lead
you don't want to go back. I didn't get up the church while I took it. I took it from here as I said in the settlement, as I swung my legs. I went to the church and I this thing however, I liked the times when we were together and riding into Axel the most. Tomorrow onward, the four of us can live together again. She said with a genuine sincerity. Yeah, you're right. I'm not that serious about wanting to live in the castle. My emotions were running high because of Mignin's reaction for some reason. To conceal it, I kept saying my neck was severely but didn't you really enjoy your time together with that child? As a sister, that's right. I just couldn't leave her alone when I see that kid. She was another type of learner that was different than you were. At this moment, Anasana, sorry for disturbing you. We were just talking about Iris and here she was, calling out to me. I'm very sorry, Anasana can't stay in the castle, even though I tried to convince Claire in all sorts of ways. Iris said, sitting beside me with a depressed face, it can't be helped, or rather, it's my fault for not doing that. Anasana, you don't need to apologize. You literally put your life on the line to fight. Iris then looked at me with tears in her eyes, looking at her serious expression. I couldn't bring myself to tell her the fact that I was clobbered to death by a mob of criminals because I got too arrogant and wandered too far into enemy territory. I simply looked apart into Iris. So, the two of us stared at each other in silence. Did the two of you forget that idea? No, I didn't forget. Iris is right. I didn't forget about me. I'm not a woman. Don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Iris is just like my sister. About this episode, don't be what? Iris. Don't look at me with such sad eyes. That will just cause more misunderstandings. Even I might misunderstand you. Let me ignore my suspicious actions and seem to realize. As expected of your highness, you have a powerful magic item on you. The level of the enchantment is worlds apart from others. Is that necklace the prime level magic item? Is that exactly your so just where did you come from? At least it was me when the necklace on Iris, when Iris's chest was in the necklace with a simple design.
Hardcore hardpoint. Capture the objective. Take your time and relentless think. Hardpoint located. Enemy has the hardpoint. Hardpoint is active. Enemy care package is down. Lost the hardpoint. The lead down. Recon mission ready. Find the bug. Enemy has the Lost the hardpoint. Hostile recon in the air. Fire to the sky. Hardpoint located. Located. Ready. Find the bastard. Hard point is active. Get back now.
Not at all. This is nothing, I think, of protecting your highness. I was over the citizens of the kingdom as my duty. He gently patted my head as he said that. The man who patted my head again. Princess Iris, you've been acting strange just now. What happened? He probably won over all kinds of girls by patting their head and chatting them up with a smile. I chased the natural airhead mid-Saru away and continued exploring the castle. There was a reason why I was wandering around the castle. Say there, where's Lady? I want to tease. No, I want to compliment her for her efforts in this battle. Lady Dustinus suffered flame attacks during the battle and is covered in soot all over. She's bathing right now. Claire, lead the way. I'm going in right now to wash her back. Your Highness, what's the matter for a royalty to wash the back of a vassal, even if it's Lady Dustinus? As thanks for all the hard work you've done, I'll wash your back too. Claire, do you dislike it? Not at all. Princess Iris, let's go. Come, hurry. Claire usually displayed exceptional loyalty toward Iris, but her expression seemed to be dangerous as she walked briskly in front of me, almost as if she was in love. When we reached the bar inside the castle, we entered the changing room and ran right into Darkness, who just finished bathing. Regrettably, she'd already dressed herself with greetings, Princess Iris. Are you cleansing your body before the quit? Darkness said with a smile as she dried her hair with a towel. No, I just wanted to wash the back of Laniton before wonderfully during the battle, but it seems that I came too late. Such a pity. I lowered my head, depressed, and Darkness became friendly. And not really. I couldn't waste your highness goodwill. There's still plenty of time. I left the bath again. She started taking her clothes off in a hurry. Elle laughed. Wait, did you take off your clothes without any shame or hesitation? I had to brace myself mentally. Princess Iris, what's the matter? Your cheeks are turning red. Darkness, who was stripping, looked at me with a concerned expression. Her face is too close. Her underwear is... No, she wasn't wearing a bra. Right. She would be wearing a dress for the feast, so her strap will show if she wore a bra. As I was staring at Darkness, Claire, who had changed and wrapped herself anyhow, was watching.
Hardcore deathmatch. Take out all enemies. Steel yourself. This will not be the same path. We're in the lead. Lead is lost. Fight back. Hostile recon in the way.
Our royals have great talents and receive an elite education from childhood to protect themselves. That princess is stronger than Kazuma, okay? She'll easily win even if she fought in Kazuma's body. That was exaggerating too much. By the way, how did the quarrel start? What did those guys do to you two? Actually, after shopping around all sorts of stores with the princess, they cleared out a restricted act. And then they started harassing me. Normally, if they saw a girl like me, shouldn't they say, hey, your girl looks pretty good, we'll give her a good time, so you can scram now and start harassing me, right? But they only took a glance at me without saying anything, seeing how gutless they were. I scolded them fiercely. Don't drag innocent pedestrians into this. W, what should I do? I should apologize. Forget it. I might have been the one who taunted them, but they're the ones who hit you first. It'll be fine. We'll win even if it gets taken to court. The ones who got physical after a little squabble are the ones in the wrong. That's not for someone who loses her temper with just a little provocation to say, really. I'll apologize if I ever run into them again. While I was troubling over that, we finally reached the castle gates. Never mind. Some things happened, but Her Highness had fun. It was her first time eating from a roadside stall, and she really enjoyed herself. Really. That's fine, I guess. I hope they won't say I was a bad influence again. Kazuma spoils her too much. Not only her young age, but many aspects of her character overlap with mine too. It makes me strangely uneasy. Are you still insisting that your character overlaps with that beautiful, gentle, and elegant girl? I entered the castle gates while discussing that with Megmin. Darkness and Claire, obviously fuming, were standing there like statues, waiting for us, as I was shrinking in a corner of the banquet, trying to avoid attention. Aqua came to me while carefully craning an Why are you so scared? Now's my chance to use it against you. Hey, Kazuma-san, you're a really big idiot, huh? I couldn't say anything to refute idiot who was craving in the bottle like a treasure. No, I didn't have such intentions in the beginning, but how should I put this? All sorts of people bowed their heads at me while I was thrown in the castle, and I felt that I would be forgiven even if I did something. So you really are an idiot, huh? If I search the television, this week's thing would be first result, right? I thought about snatching away the bottle and making her cry, but I didn't. I returned to my bottle. I was waiting for it, asking her what it was.
Hardcore. Dig in. her bag and head on home.
Yep. Sana requested this of me when I died. I just didn't have the drive to do it. Chris said to my back, that magic item. If one of the bodies dies during the swap, it won't switch back. Chris muttered casually, hey, what did you just say? I got up from where to the house. Chris laughed softly. It was magic item. Well, one can be never mind. That's how powerful it was. If your body starts switching off, swap your healthy body and kill the other party. It would be even better if you transfer your fortune to a younger person in advance. She said something incredible. I see. So it was a divine relic after all. But right now, the only ones who knew the real power of a divine relic were just me and Chris. If we leave it alone, it won't be misused since no one knew, right? I remember that this magic item was bought by some noble at the very beginning. Chris said calmly, as if she'd seen through what I was thinking. But it somehow landed in the hands of the princess. Isn't it strange? Who, and for what purpose, gave that thing as a tribute to the royal family? Wasn't the objective obvious? The goal was to swap bodies with the press. Highest authority over the hey. I can tell for certain that the nobles will start tying the divine relic. Not just that, the royals might even use it for the states too. No, the more authority one has, the more one craves eternal life. I was speechless. I only told you about this because you're such. You wouldn't use it for evil even if you got hold of it. We weren't that close, so why did she trust me that easily? But it was true that I didn't have the guts to misuse this thing. Even when I swapped bodies with Iris, the most I did was take a bath with others. I did do a lot of misdeeds. Chris said to me in the fallen silent again. Hey, you're the playmate of the princess, right? With the moonlight behind her, Chris stood by the window again and smiled. Want to go to Her Highness's side and play? Putting a stop to his malicious scheme. In the capital that was shrouded by darkness, Chris and I headed toward the castle. According to her, the castle by cover of night would be the best course of action. After achieving overwhelming victory against the King's army, the guards would be more relaxed about their sentence. Hey, what do you have there? They built the school. Where did you get it from?
Hardcore domination. Take the objective. Training's over. This is basic. Securing charge. Losing objective Baker.
I didn't want to make a ruckus and attract so much attention. If things go wrong, I'll be targeted just because I have silver hair. And what's that technique you just used? I couldn't tell her straight that I could use this skill. This is my strategy. So I that aside, I won't be able to handle it if the opponent also good boss. 3 guards looking at me just what skill drops within the rope range. Lightning. What? The mage was stunned when his magic failed to activate. I took out my rope as I ran. Find. I threw the rope at the 2 guards. The rope moved under the effect of the magic inside the soldiers as if it had a good see their movement. The skill crystal he was very useful during the practice, but it was a powerful skill, so it consumed a lot of mana. However, I approached that robed man and absorbed his mana until he fainted. My mana that was depleted after using Bind refilled instantly. Another one of our guys is down. What's with that guy? And he's unarmed. Where are the adventurers? Haven't the powerful adventurers arrived yet? The guards' shouts were now no different from screams, because the alcohol content was higher for the feast. They're all dead drunk. Adventurers aren't reliable after all. I sighed in relief after hearing the shout from behind me. When facing high-level adventurers, my disadvantage would be too obvious. Knights and guards are a terrible matchup against opponents with zero skill. Can't we do anything about this? It's impossible to use the body attacks with mind repeatedly. Does this guy have lots of manatite on him? But I didn't see him take any manatite out, which means...
Hardcore hardpoint. Move out and secure the objective. Finding it lane and me. Hardpoint activated. Enemy guard dog on the prowl.
hard to tell. That's why you're known as a musclehead. Darkness, who was called stupid by the real elite, blinked back at him, standing by the side. Everyone watched us with eyes of admiration, as if I were the tiniest of a living drama. After that, in the depths of the room, we were talking. Iris held the radio decorated elegantly in her right hand. Her left hand was stretched out our way. The loop on her finger sparkled, its white light increasing in intensity and trueness. I'm a member of the powerful royal family that inherited the bloodlines of the Iris family. Iris, who was ready for battle, opened her eyes wide after seeing us. And I activated Sticker at the same time. Yes. And Iris is ready. Princess Iris, but you will run. At the same time, the voice of Claire came from behind. Damn it. There was no time to confirm what was going on. Assistant down. And for the balcony. Is the screen down there? So if we jump in there. Chris went straight past Iris with something in hand and shouted. But what happened? I finally knew the objectives of the thing. I don't know what it is. I definitely knew it is what it says. I couldn't reach very cool Chris's hand. This thing was still trying to show me that during last night. Shit. Chris and I left after the dark swimming pool. But see, in a word on his armor. The next morning, the capital was down even after what happened last night. That was expected. Since the legendary ship was being used to the castle and robbed the princesses, urging heights by force, and there were many powerful adventurers in the castle. Good night. Legendary the experts and stood the head man and master man exploded when we had in an instant. And when something incredible was happening in the room I was in, DD darkness. Yes, calm down. There's a reason for this. It's cracking. It's cracking. My skull's going to just hey, listen to my explanation. After this, you understand. This is the course. Yes, listen to me first. I can't tell you if you take it slow. I'll die. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. This is just preparation before I listen to your explanation. I'll judge after listening to your explanation whether right angle will be the end. Chris and I were caught to a circle room in the inner door by her iron claw. Just darkness. I can't do it like this. I was realized by this that the last time the big monster is after grabbing my head, let them pick us up. Darkness showed a same expression, and each had to say that, listen to me, darkness.
Hardcore domination. Capture the objective. This
What is it? Order. You looking for me? Ah, your emotions are tasty today too. Order. Those words sounded like he was toying with me, so I subconsciously kicked the devil before me. Devil, that's right. The disgusting man here was a devil. If you look closely, you see he very handsome, but there were no emotions on his face as he kept pouting, giving an eerie air about him. If not for my problem, who would come to you? There's a job for you. My divine relic has been stolen by a thief and sealed. You're to get it back and unseal it. Understand? Yee, order. Order. This is impossible. Order. I don't know where the divine relic is, and it's normally impossible to seal them. If it's sealed, I can't do anything about it. I used all my strength to kick the devil who kept finding excuses. You can't even do this, you piece of trash. Just when are you going to grant my wish, Lalatina? You should have brought Lalatina over by now. Why can't you even do something so simple? Yee. After being kicked a few times, the devil hugged his head and panted disgustingly. Is this devil an idiot? What an infamous idiot. He doesn't know. Things have been progressing too soon, so I got careless. If I wouldn't have aimed for the prince's body so aggressively. After setting up the marriage pact between Madison and the prince, I planned to take control of the prince's body and take everything I wanted into my hands. The chance to grasp everything slipped away just like that. In the end, a thief stole the divine relic out of nowhere. Originally, I just needed to hand the relic to the prince, chant the key phrase, destroy this body, and the plan would work. I regretted missing my chance, but the pressing matter right now was to find the relic. I should have swapped bodies with my son Walter. If I don't get the relic back, the entire reason I adopted the kid will be gone. I worked so hard to find a handsome and smart kid. If the matchmaking with Lalatina would have worked back then, there wouldn't be any to take such a big risk. Lalatina, you are mine. Lalatina. Do you know how long I've been watching you narrate now? In the deep cellar, I shouted because of my fury of losing the divine
Oh.
You're the best. Although I really like the way you're treating your desires and your cruelty. I really want to fulfill your wish as soon as possible and collect my price. Although, come, give me work to do. Although, tell me your desires. Although. The disgusting devil started yelling. What was with this guy? He couldn't retain his memories at all, no matter how many times I repeated my wish. Forget about it. He wasn't such a freak of a father, granting my wish and paying the price. I would have summoned that devil long ago. The rock in my hand, if I could summon the command round of monsters was carried in my private white wish.
Hardcore deathmatch. Subdue all threats. This is going to be a proper shellac. The lead's ours. Lead is locked. Fight back.
We're done.
Once again and said in a voice they couldn't hear. I hope Anasama keeps the ring carefully. Epilogue to the dream reposed in the ring with Rain's teleport. We returned to Axel. Our home farm. I pounced onto the couch and screamed as I rolled
Yeah,
around.
hopefully try and
Darkness
get
took
to your
advantage of me
dealer
and
and
sat
get
on
an
the chair beside
estimate
the couch and
before
started singing.
you
Hey,
make
you're
a
noise.
decision.
Stop
Like,
talking with me, bitch. You're always getting in my way during the crucial moments. If you didn't
as
bring up something
we
stupid like the
will.
Demon King, Iris
What
would
the
have
fuck
requested
is
for something else.
happening?
Like wanting to be together with Anasama, wanting to date Anasama, wanting to sleep with Anasama or something. You just said something incredible. Don't forget that Princess Iris is just 12, and she wouldn't make those requests. At the very most, she would ask you to be the official
Dude,
just
vote me.
so
What's
you
up,
only make the deal
dude?
with your highness for just a week. Why are you so confident that you'd wipe her heart?
Yeah, let's go, Pete.
Here, I made some tea for you. Drink it and calm down.
All because
Don't
of
pull me away
y'all.
from my
Oh,
fantasy
that's
life with the princess so suddenly. I don't want to hear your logic. We just bid farewell. Give me some buffer time to get over it. That last quarrel wasn't necessary, right? That was just an unavoidable battle between very little sisters characters, and I don't want to lose either. Actually,
Hardcore deathmatch. Eliminate must be like a little challenge.
Resolved the crisis in the capital, right? And we made it back home safely, which is cause for celebration. After all, one bottle isn't enough for the three of us. Wait a minute. You said bottle for three, so you were planning to let me drink juice alone? And what do you mean by return safely? Didn't cause you
Mute your mic.
S, shut up. You, in the end, I'm still alive, and that's good enough. And it's still too early for Megman to drink. I'll buy some nice ice cold Leroy, so just make do with that. When Megman's age was mentioned, she smacked at her heart. I'm old enough now. What's wrong with drinking a little wine? What's happened to see you drink more? As expected of a different world. Yeah, Megman was old enough to wed. Hey, Megman. It's better not to drink, but a celebration. Indeed, we stopped the conspiracy of some schemer out there. All right, I'll cook up some snacks. It's not a bad idea to host a victory party to celebrate our safe return. Darkness got up after saying that and went to the kitchen. Aqua started fidgeting when she heard the term party. Hey, Kazuma hasn't been back for more than a week, so forget about that. I'll bring some of my wine out and share it with everyone. Aqua placed the bottle on the table again after saying that. You got away this time. I thought about saying that, but endured it. It was a rare occasion for everyone to be in the mood for a drink. It was just a short time, but many things happened. I met a cute younger sister and had to bid her farewell today. Well then, I'll buy the wine. If I let Kazuma go, I think I'll end up drinking Neuroid. Megman said, and then rushed out of the room. Shortly later, the fragrance of dishes came out from the kitchen. The snacks are ready. We just need some tricks to hype up the mood. After returning to life, the days I spent in the castle seemed to feel like a dream. Did I really live for some time together with the princess? And she called me Alasama, and even looked up to me to prove to myself that that wasn't a dream.
Hardcore domination. Move on the objective. Use all your senses. Sight, sound, touch, smell, and capture. They're taking Baker.
Which one do you think is worth more? Well, definitely not the house. It not only costs billions to buy, but you also...
We have the lead.
What the fuck?
Spies in the sky.
That's right. They won't use the pistol to take down robbers. That means you can cut down
Hunting with Baker.
I've always done that because these guys.
Capturing Baker. Closing with Baker. Objective Baker. They're taking Baker.
Yeah.
Closing with Baker.
So, you know, when
Lights in the sky.
The real identity of the ship was far too old by. Like that with her head and her arms. Hey, give me another piece.
They're taking Baker. Closing with Charlie.
I've been here, I'm pretty sure it's close.
Are you kidding? What the hell are you so worried about? What's
Securing Baker. Capturing Baker.
I think it's because he's a rare sight and she's so unusual. Besides, actually, Dallas is enjoying the benefits of the wedding and white love
Losing objective Able.
like we can be attacking to the kingdom and all
Allied mortar inbound.
and more importantly, I was thinking like I wonder how
Taking Charlie. Taking Baker. Losing objective Baker. Hostile
I don't know how fucking gun clap is higher than me. I have fucking 9 captures.
Who was squirming around. The two of them realized my intentions and responded dignity. Darkness looked up at us and I repeatedly opened and closed my fingers and said, "Ben, without my time, so you should understand my character." That's right. I'm a man who will do whatever is done to me back 10 times. Hey, Darkness sadly toyed with me for a long time when I was immobile in the capital. You look really interesting today. Just killed me. Struggling with a blushed face. Darkness said something crusader-like for the
That's
first
me.
time. Sigh, my steaming, immobile body is going to be toyed with by Kozuna. Hey, what's your voice? It sounds really rude the way you put it that way. After everyone gave Darkness a good digging, Darkness might have complained, but her body was glowing. I plan to train tomorrow too, said Kozuna. Do you want to play the role of the one flaunting the ice before me while I endure heat? I already said no. Don't look at me with such expectations. After I chased Darkness, who was wearing an expression of pity, to the showers, I looked at Aqua sitting there on the couch. Her legs crossed. Really? Where did the always iron Darkness kept her? Last night, I went to the wrong side and showed her my lost souls. Alright? Everyone should learn how to contribute to society every day. She said that, but she forgot about her promise with whiz to periodically purify the cemetery, and only rushed over when she heard about the recent increase in the amount of mischief caused by the spirits. No, let's leave it aside for now. Rather, I've been concerned about something else since earlier. What's that thing you're cradling near your stomach? A piece of towel was laid out on Aqua's lap, and a small egg was placed on top. When we went out just now, she was fidgeting with something inside her pocket too. You noticed so soon, Kozuna. Alright, let me tell you. Don't be surprised, okay? This is a dragon egg. Dragon, X2 Megman and I blurted out, in surprise as Aqua said with an arrogant face. When I was house-sitting some time ago, a merchant who heard about our exploits visited. He said, "It's an honor to meet you. I've been searching for powerful adventurers who can fight on par with the Demon King's army. Allow me to present you with my precious collection, just for your team that fights tirelessly without regard for your own safety against the Demon King's army." He also mentioned that we'll need a familiar like a dragon to prepare for our fight against the Demon King's army. I think that's a good point. Heard about our exploits. This feels suspicious. Did we hear that we earned a huge sum of money? I didn't notice the awkward look on my face and started talking about that dubious dragon egg. Missed well, alright, I'll tell you since you're an idiot without common sense. A dragon egg is difficult to obtain, even when it appears on the market. Some nobles or rich people will buy it immediately. Since someone's willing to sell it to us, we have to buy, right? This is a dragon, you know. Aren't you excited, to be honest? I'd say I'm not excited, but the more I hear about it, the more suspicious I get. How much did you pay for the tag? Aqua said happily when she heard my question. Oh, he actually told me that it'd be fine to exchange all the money I had for it. Dragon eggs would go for less than 100 million, so I asked him why it's so cheap. He said that he doesn't want the dragon to be a symbol of wealth, but to contribute to the fight against the Demon King. I felt an oncoming headache as I saw the poor apple, who was carefully cradling the egg with both hands, and so, for him,
hardcore hard
I
work.
already
Take
started
the
on
objective.
the
Try not to get yourself killed. Hard point located.
So right. Let's have some.
We have the lead. Keep it up.
Right on par with that. She was the
¿Qué estamos haciendo? Sí. Como la carne, el virus se concretita. Digo, los aires. ¿Sobró carne? ¿O no hay carne? ¿O ya se acabó? Si sobró carne, entonces sí, entonces los tamales. No sé.
promise. I won't run away. Well, I'll believe half of what you said. Kazuma, you won't be going out for quests anytime soon after getting so much money, right? I'm not bothered by the divination, but I'm planning to return home to visit my father after being away for so long. Darkness said that she exited the shop. Hey, useless devil, can't you be more sensitive? Tell my fortune. I'm trying to find what sort of dragon Emperor Zell will be. Would you have the power to rule over the dragons? Also, I ran out of money after buying Emperor Zell, so teach me a way to easily earn money. You can see through everything, right? After Darkness left the shop, Aqua said that. Vanya's mouth twisted with unfiltered disgust. This is my first time seeing such an uncouth goddess. If Moi had an easy way to make money, Moi would have told the debt-ridden shop owner and save up the funds to build more dungeon. Moi ability is to see what someone has done and what will happen to the person in the future. Nothing good will come of using this skill on thy greed. You don't even understand this. I'd be really a goddess. Aqua sneered at Vanya. In the end, you're just a self-aggrandizing devil. How useless. Let's go back. Kazuma, I'll continue incubating Emperor Zell. After the child hatches, I'll turn this devil into the child's food. Oh, Moi sense a revelation. Thou can rename Emperor Zell to teriyaki. It'll be loved by everyone during dinner tonight. Vanya and Aqua stood up with cold smiles on their face. What's with that name? The one hatching from the egg is a dragon. Alright, I spend loads of money to buy it. Why should I give it a name that sounds so delicious? I bet my name, the devil Vanya who can see through everything, that the thing that'll hatch from the egg favored by the cockeyed goddess will be delicious chicken meat. I decided to ignore the two of them who were staring at each other and stood up, holding the money carefully in my hand in order to not lose it to thieves or carelessness. I decided to panic. I was in a great mood after getting a huge sum of money, and ignoring the two who were staring at each other and left. Wait, the brat who wants to make a booking at that shop is on the unbad side after getting a large amount of money. I stopped in my tracks. Please don't see through the part about my booking tonight. Dost thou remember what Moi said to thee the first time we met in this shop? What you said, what about it? How would I remember something he told me so long ago? To forget such important advice. Thy memory is as bad as a goddess. Never mind. Moi will give thee a new advice. Thou shouldn't rest on thy laurels, and should continue to develop more merchandise. Thou think thou won't be troubled by money anymore? I said to the Crusader girl just now that she can't do anything with her strength. However, depending on
Hardcore deathmatch. Got you on You're in the thick of it
Go. Nice job, Vent.
Even if you transform into a pretty girl and I find you in my bag naked in the cold, I won't panic at all. And of course, you can keep staying in this mansion even if you're not human. So, not just that, I'll grill delicious fish for you every day too. When it heard the word fish, Chokers, it was enjoying its fur being brushed, raised its head and said, oh, you reacted to the word fish. Listen up, Chokers, if you transform into a human, your size will increase and you can eat more fish, you understand? Now after meowing in reply, it meowed at me as if it was asking me to brush its fur some more, snuggling its forehead against my
Shut the fuck up.
Good,
With that
good.
bullshit.
After all, stay this way after assuming a human form, alright? Don't join the ranks of those regrettable heroines. If you stay good, I'll treat you to the meat of a chicken that just hatched. When I was ready to start brushing again after saying that, the door to the mansion suddenly opened. Kazuma, let's go hunt a bounty monster. The queen of regrettable heroines that had me worried after not returning last night said something stupid when she came back in the morning. What are you saying? After playing outside at Elmoine, it's none of my business who you choose to fool around with, but you're still an unmarried daughter of a noble house, so don't go too wild, okay? Moral, I didn't spend the entire night raving. I thought it'd trouble all of you if I came back in the middle of the night, so I went back to my home anyway. Darkness came to my side and shoved a piece of paper to me. Hurry, look at this. Bounty monster hallucination. What's this? A monster like the Omni. After I took the paper reluctantly, Darkness tilted her head and asked, Omni? Kowloon Hydra. This fellow lives in the hills near Exum, a big bounty target that usually lies dormant. Little Hydra lake in the bottom of the lake after exhausting the mana inside its body, and will absorb mana from the land around it. The Hydra will need 10 years to replenish its mana as it hibernates. The last time it did so was about 10 years ago, which means this fellow will be waiting closer. The details written on this piece of paper, its size was, in a word, enormous. It was about the size of a house, and it looked scary, with a name and a pillar. It reminds me of the final boss in a game. You say you want to hunt this thing, it might be foggy outside, but stop dreaming. And what was with that finder yesterday? Megman was worried that the unworldly Darkness would just follow some weird levels to some place and had bad things done to you. Last night. Last night's incident has nothing to do with you all. It's just some squabble between the nobility, so don't interfere unless you want to be dragged in. Anyway, where's Megman? She'll definitely be hyped about this, right? Megman and Aqua went out. They wanted to prepare a cool collar for the dragon that's going to hatch. Aqua asked me to help her build a small house for the dragon after it hatches, but no matter how I looked at it, that egg. I said to Darkness, who had a complicated expression, it looks like a chicken egg. Anyway, I will hunt something like
Hardcore deathmatch.
just go.
Eliminate all hostiles. Hold those skills.
When did I ever make a in the past was disarrowed with an army and make it exhaust its mana by rampaging or not. After depleting its mana, it'll hibernate again. So the capital is proof of its siege or sending me like I don't want this title or whatever. Why must darkness aim for this bounty monster? Just for the responsibilities that are really enforced. This much thinking like containing the money I worked so hard to save and lend it to you. So can you just leave me alone? I see. So there was the insurance for the night crew even if we fail. But the Hydra has a weekend before the night crew is scheduled to arrive. Also, the night crew can end the hide in the deep slumber. But they can't finish it off. In that case, the root of the problem remains unsolved. That's why you're asking me who's defeated Kill, I suppose. Correct? Let me go back. Hey, please let me go back. I've got a bad feeling about this. Since the night call was coming, we could just follow them and take out the Hydra together. Why is Darkness so anxious about subjugating the Hydra? At that moment, Megmin, who was full of spirit, took off I wanted the title of Dragon Slayer in the past, so I blew up a wyvern, which is also related to dragons, but it was a youngling, so it wasn't recognized as a kill. I'll take the title of Dragon Slayer for sure this time. After hearing Megman's reliable words, I nodded and looked toward the center of the lake again. Alright, first off, I still need to go back early to witness Emperor Zell's birth. Wow, oh, shut up and stop griping. A chicken egg needs 20 days before it hatches, so it's still early, and it's about time you give that up. If you go back, who else can wake the Hydra? I couldn't take it anymore and lectured Aqua, who had been making a fuss all this while. Why would a chicken hatch from a dragon egg, and why must the important Emperor Zell be entrusted to that sort of place? The egg Aqua bought was placed in the Karen Wizard's shop. We had no choice. We couldn't ask someone else to do something as stupid as incubating an egg. If we'd asked an adventurer, we know to do that. There's a high chance it'd be eaten. Now that I thought about it, I was a bit concerned about Whiskubby when we handed her. But, how can I pass the egg to a lich and a devil? I'm worried about them negatively influencing Emperor Zell who's about to hatch. Dragon eggs will have higher mana and take more training in their hands the longer they're held. I'm hoping the child will be a holy white dragon, but wouldn't it be affected by dark powers and hatch into a black dragon? Even if it's black, it'll just be a clone.
Hardcore, hardcore. Defend the objective. Enemy has the hard point. Hard point is active.
She took some water with her hands and splashed it around like a crazy woman. Megman muttered as she watched. She's purifying the water. Isn't she just playing in
The lead's ours. Hold on to it.
She looked just like a
Recon mission ready. Find them. Incoming grenade.
so she
Hard point confirmed. We can kill the hard point. Hard point activated.
Boy.
On enemy dog 3 out there. Hard point confirmed. The enemy is taking the hard point. The enemy is taking the hard point.
Yeah, boy.
Hostile strafe inbound!
Yeah, boy, boy.
Hardpoint's under fire!
Index finger to her lips as she said that. Also, please don't listen to everything Senpai says, okay? At least right now, I'm not wearing pads. Eris snapped her fingers after saying that with flushed cheeks. A familiar white door appeared before me. I panicked after seeing that. She hadn't told me her identity yet, with no regards for the panic. The white door opened and a brilliant light shone through. Wait, Eris Sama. I'm sorry. You're angry, right? Throwing a tantrum. No, I'm not really concerned about your breast size. Well then, said Kazuma-san, I hope the next time I meet you after your life ends, you'll know my identity. Farewell, have a safe trip. The blushing Eris didn't let me finish. At this moment, probably because her face was red, I noticed a white scar on her right cheek. Eris-sama, your face has something on it. Before I could say that, I was pushed into the door from behind by Eris with a bump. Welcome back, Kazuma. When I opened my eyes, I found Akri who was pinching her nose before me. You are, that stinks. I jumped when the terrible stench entered my nose. Probably due to the short time I spent in a high stuff, my mind was going at a reckless stage. I then noticed that no one was looking in my eyes, and that I realized I was completely naked to my dress down. They don't need camera, by the way, because you concerned. You were suggesting so much that you became business you at one point. Want to then say marvelous to me. The only thing this line is also making a entirely limited is she. What? I can't ignore the fact that you said we could tell that I need just a strange name. Ignoring that one. You handed on my leg. I held it down and it was the only thing left in my hand and said, why are you so depressed? I said the darkness, you spelled terrible just like me and was hanging my knees up to darkness happening. She trapped me and looked up there and watching me. I knew I'd made about it forcing me to fight. I'm not angry at all. Might be the one who wanted to fight, but this is the first time in 4 time bounty monsters and shackles of the Demon King's arm. I've already died a few times too. That's her. It's the really stricken darkness. I don't think I'm wearing it. This is like at all. I've already heard about it from the arc. You know what to say. I'm swallowed by the eye. Don't do it about yourself. Swallowed. On the person that will come to the right. Don't look out to them. Darkness started not said. I said, it's not just the higher when I'm coming. It's not almost like it's I'm not hurt anyone else. I said to darkness, you're still here. Let him back. Let's go try to let's go back and shower. I said to his smile, showing her that I didn't mind her. Because we can so darkness, when he doesn't even want to ask someone to shower, he can do it. I was so still, I know that why they called him to the final close behind them. Not that they didn't want to be, but they couldn't. On the way back to Axe, quite struck me. Let's go, Megman. We've got to exaggerate our actions as much as possible. That way, even if we can't get the bounty reward, we can still earn some consolations. Leave it to me. I'll tell them just how powerful my explosion is. I was a bit worried, but I still left it to them and returned to the mansion with darkness. After coming home, I let the depressed darkness baby first. I got it just now, but I'm not panicking at all. I muttered to myself as I entered the
Hardcore gets it. Take out all enemies.
They had.
Some time ago and was sort of resolved. The night court sent to us They defeated the knights in the castle with powerful adventurers and gold. We stole several treasures. As she said that, she handed the paper in her hand to us, which was a wanted poster for the silver-haired evening, an illustration of a suspicious masked man and a silver-haired youth. The bounty was 200 million eras. How can this be? The bounty was only second to the generals of the Sword King's army. 200 million eras. Hey, Darkness, why are you looking at me like that? Darkness, who was usually uninterested in money, looked at me with red eyes with a look. The staff was baffled by our actions. In summary, the night court was supposed to be dispatched here or coming anytime soon. Oh, I was sure you understood the facts in my heart. However, there's still hope. The knights from the capital specifically made a trip to the Crimson Zero village and asked a highly skilled diviner to determine where culprits had gone, and the divinations showed the general culprits right here in that infancy. We had sent to searching for the criminal money. I started sweating bullets. I'm looking forward to Sultan Hughes' team's performance. After all, they turn runs into bounty targets frequently. We would capture the money. The night court regrets the idiot dispatch to Olivia. You're right. After applying the merchandising, Darkness and casual side. It only a matter of time before the culprits caught. Wouldn't divine be even more powerful than the Crimson Zero's divine here in us? She must be returned to that fellow who wore a mask that looked similar to the mask him in the wanted poster. I know that too. Oh no. Even though we were business partners, the devil-blooded young man who wouldn't hesitate in telling me us. Darkness quivered with a stiff face. The staff clenched his fists in expectation of something. Please give us a hand to say so. She said with a face full of smiles. Actually, I stayed home one day in the forest. I was
Hardcore deathmatch. Eliminate all hostiles. Some will rise, some will fall. The lead down. Got the supplies. Find them,
Darkness, so can you please prepare the bath? Darkness was What are you doing with my armor? After finishing her bath, Darkness tilted her head at me as I was squatting before her armor. Megwin was watching me as I worked. You really damaged your armor today, so I'm fixing it up for you. It's been raining these few days, and I've got nothing to do in the house anyway. I knocked on the dented areas with a wooden hammer and activated my crafting skills that I haven't used in a long time to repair the armor. Darkness said little shiny in reply. Speaking of which, you also fixed my armor when we went to the hot spring. I wanted to go on another hot spring. We then went one day. I don't want to. I hate the system.
Hardcore death. Eradicate all threats. Time to fight like a ninja. We have the lead. Keep
I just told you that you're challenging the higher find you alone here every day and asked if they'd help you. Darkness released my collar and ran to you. Because you has been treating us to food and drinks recently. He even bought us the most expensive drinks yesterday. It's only natural to return the favor. Let's go to the valley of his willfulness. You adventurers said out loud. Take a good look at Darkness. I may have told them that you were doing something silly every day and managed to gather so many adventurers. I can't do anything about your muscle-filled brain, but don't make others too worried. The flushed face Darkness replied in a soft voice. T, thank you. What did you say? Darkness glared at me as I asked her to repeat herself, but she still looked at the adventurers around her, shouting. The adventurers who met Darkness's eyes got embarrassed. Darkness smiled when she saw many pictures. Everyone was that either woke up earlier than usual for some reason. Vanguard, who had gone into the lake before I noticed, interrupted Darkness's words and then started shouting. At the same time, Medwin was preparing her spell near the lake and yelled, like I said, it's better to wait because you must signal before waking the Hydra. But, I wanted to go back earlier to witness Emperor's Earl's burn. Having made up her mind to thank everyone, Darkness was cut off at the worst moment, and she started quivering in her face with embarrassment. The Captain Hydra that was chasing her appeared with a huge splash. Why do you people always do that? This emotional scene is totally ruined. The battle began. It started a little early, but that was how a battle should be. All these. Did you bring your steel wire, archers? Stand by with your grappling carriers. Hurry up, hurry up. Step 1 was to let Aqua wave the Hydra. Besides, tough adventurers. Protects the backline. Stand by as human shield. Next, Vanguard's wearing armor who protects the backline so the Hydra is prepared to fire.
Hardcore domination. Take the objective.
Hey, stop asking, even if the dishes are done. We have to wait for darkness to come back, alright? And don't just incubate the chick, help with the chores too. Are you cleaning the toilets properly? Really, Kazuma, I think you should be nicer to a woman raising a child, and stop calling it a chick. If you keep bullying this child, I won't even care if Vanguard still bites you after it hatches, alright? In the end, Megan I guessed that darkness would come back later, so we made dinner. The other person had to incubate the egg, so she sat idly on the couch. After cooking up dishes that were more lavish than usual, we set them on the dining table in the living room. Hey Kazuma, why isn't darkness back yet? I can't hold it anymore with the food right in front of me. Hurry up and find darkness, hurry up. You didn't fork out the money or cook the meal. Do you think you're some kind of princess? While I was talking with Aqua, Megman prepared 4 sets of cutlery and tea. We put quite a bit of effort into the meal tonight. Even the noble Lady Darkness won't be able to eat something like this often. Foo-foo. I'm looking forward to her reaction after eating my dish. Didn't you only add some salt and set the dishes? But I understand why Megman was so tired of it. It might be a bit cocky for me to say this myself, but the meal was well done. After the dishes were done, I wasn't even satisfied with simple food anymore. Hence, I paid some money to learn a cooking skill from someone. After all, I planned to limit my adventuring time to around opening a hobby. That's why, instead of combat-related skill, I chose something that will raise my daily standard a bit. I've already earned a fortune. It'd be nice to open a restaurant myself, too. I thought about various things as I waited impatiently for darkness to return. Finally, late into the night, after so long, darkness still hadn't returned. Hey, Kazuma, the dishes are cold. Go reheat them. The meal's right before me, but I have to wait. I'm not darkness. I won't be happy with such a play. After she comes back, I'll punish her by making her sit in front of the couch and finishing the meal in front of her. I don't think that's really a punishment. It's more like a, frankly speaking, she's too late. I've already told her that we'd be back before dinner, so what's she doing? Was it just like Vanguard divided? Something happened to her house. Even so, she'd tell us what happened. Everyone complained as we waited. In the end, the frustration turned into anger and it turned into a conference on how to punish darkness after she came back. We seriously thought about the most effective way of dealing with that woman. Strict punishment as a reward. Even so, the suggestion that we should be first to become our comfort zone, we decided to put awareness to 3 times.
Hardcore deathmatch. Eliminate all possible. Sight, sound, touch, smell. Leave down. Hold on, come on, girl. Cut the advantage. Leave down. Hold on to it.
I was angry. Aqua and Megman seemed a little intimidated together. Why was I so angry? I was simply going to in my life so far. I'll never forget my days adventuring with all of you. In the end, she was still an aristocratic lady living in a world that was different from ours. She really returned to the world she belonged. That's right. The problem would be solved if I could find a Vanguard whose attack actually hits, sitting before the table. I started crafting the next product. Thank you for everything. Best regards. Dustinus for Lagan and the deepest gratitude to my beloved comrades, with Greg. And knife in my hand snapped. I probably used too much strength without realizing it when she saw me like this. Megman said, just you know, you're very concerned too, right? Be more honest with yourself. Make a trip to darkness. She said she was sure to be with pleasure tastes. That day when darkness didn't return, and while our day changed, we silently ate the cold dishes filled with the passionate feelings that didn't make us worry. You rushed to darkness at home early in the morning, we'll be stonewalled again. She's a grand noble after all. If we try to break in, we'll be arrested. Darkness and her father won't go so far as to execute us, but we can't do anything if she doesn't want to see us. After hearing what I said, Megman drooped her head, depressed. We went to Darkness's mansion, but the guards only said, we can't see anything. Please go back and chase us away. Agitatedly looked for a replacement for my snapped pen knife. Kazuma, aren't you thinking about doing something for Darkness? Like this, did you buy into the advice given by the useless devil Demogorgon? Said New York on their twisted logic.
Hardcore domination. Move out and secure the objective. Securing Baker.
large thing. I did say something about forming a temporary party. Place to introduce you to Aqua. But what are you panicking about? When he heard my query, Dust said while venting, Kazuma, this is bad. Help me out. Can you help me? It must be something important if the man who tried to kill Steel the Hydra was acting so flustered. I turned to the other two. I don't know the details, but I'll be going out for now. Dust pushed me as we left the mansion. Dust walked in front of me and explained to me what was bad. After hearing him out, I stopped in my tracks. Hey, hold up. Is that what it is? The bad news is that Flynn has found a man? That's right. This is a really huge matter, but Tyler and Keith just brushed me off with it. Is that so? No, that's all I would say to you. However, Dust raised his fist and said, my important comrade is being intimate with some random guy. If a girl from your party hooked up with some strange guy, you'd worry too, right? A, if a female friend I was close with found a boyfriend, I kinda get it, right? As expected at Kazuma, you really gonna be, man. The hype Dust seized the momentum and continued explaining. According to him, Lynn seemed to be drifting away from him. Dust felt suspicious and followed Lynn for an entire day until he saw her entering the room of an unknown. You're a Steve. The other two guys aren't dependable. I'm begging you, help me out. Seeing Dust clapping his hands together as he pleaded with me, I thought it over. It wasn't cool to interfere with someone else's love life, but did I have the right to accuse others? For example, Darkness found a boyfriend suddenly. I'd want to find out more about that guy too. Also, it was a given that Darkness's taste in men was just too weird. I understand, it's a little disgusting, but if I were in your shoes, I might have wanted to investigate that guy too. I don't think Lynn will have any problem.
Hardcore hardpoint. Capture the objective. Hardpoint located. Grab it, stunk in it.
Comí.
¿Qué comiste?
Ya comí.
¿Qué comiste? No estés con tus mentiras, te voy a salir algo para maldito rápido.
Ya comí.
¿Qué comiste? ¿Qué comió?
a victory. Right, rest up. Ciao.
Oh yeah, good game, good game.
I felt tired. I should have known. Just as I was thinking over the day's plans, I
Good game, good game. Good game, good game. Very good, very good. Good game, good game. Good, very good.
I explained the situation to Megman and Vanguard. I was having a planning session together with them. Kazuma was really excited that the marriage between Darkness and the Landlord is backed as a piece that took of the town. I knew that was bad. I pissed was happening right now. Explanation to that suspicion Aqua followed the Browns, which was a rare sight, and said while correctly regarding the parish, that devil did predict that message. Darkness's house that her father. People wouldn't treat divination too seriously. They take it as a great assault at best. However, magic and curses existed in this world. Kazuma didn't really believe in the divination of that devil. You already know what the devil told you. Developing magic dice non-stop, despite your remains well. He's not as bad as Aqua. The devils won't help others if they don't gain something from it. But he'll definitely reap some benefit from it if he gives you any advice. He will protect the cards in the village. You can ask a critical fortune teller and he's found that I know. Although they said that, to be honest, I didn't understand myself either. I know that the words that don't become interested so easily, but I don't think Vanya said this for fun. Even though he didn't say it seriously, I don't know how helping classes will benefit him. In fact, I'm only working hard on developing my products just in case he will be of use of darkness as foretold by the divination. Even if the divination fails, there's nothing bad about developing magic dice. My thoughts are simple. The stupid darkness thought she would solve the problem by sacrificing herself and acted recklessly. That was what Vanya divined for darkness. It is the prophecy of some random fortune teller. I have no problem laughing it off. In any case, it's still too early to come to a conclusion. We only hope that we can account that to her or someone else. We won't know the situation unless we ask the person.
Good game.
That landlord gave us plenty of problems too, so we need to possibly meet with her to clear things up. Am I right? Overwhelmed by my eagerness, Aqua and Megman kept nodding their heads. In fact, that retard did say something like, as a prospective marriage partner, the noble's despicable and underhanded personality.
Hardcore domination. Defend the objective. Oh, nice one. Losing objective Baker.
Vamos a ganarlo y vos pones la vez que te aquí. Aquí atrás, porque a la una me voy. Apuesta nomás, cuéntate. ¿Dónde van? Para llegar a más. Oh, no, ya me voy de ahí. No, pues sí, ya te vas, pero estamos aquí, en la torre, yo voy a poner la vez gris y al resto cuando llegues, ya viene para que ponga todo. No me llame el teléfono. No, pues pita. Bueno, estamos a la noche, ¿no?
Recon mission ready. Find the bus.
No.
diamond-shaped mark on it. If I didn't buff my defense with magic, it would probably be broken. Darkness said my condition. Seriously, you actually went that far. The servants are going to address me as a progressive young lady. Yes, you did. Even in such a situation, this girl was still, hey, what in the world happened? Why'd you leave the party? The rest are worried about you too. At least explain the situation. We're comrades, right? Before I even said that, I felt embarrassed for saying such a lie. Some things can't be said because all of you are my important companions. Well, it's nothing serious, just some problems in my home. Actually, my house owes money to that landlord that father said he'll pay back by installments, but my father haven't paid it recently, so that landlord came to rush for the payment, questioning if my father can repay the debt within his lifetime and making things difficult. I heard that the debt would be forgiven if I married him. It's that simple. What the hell? Your house owes that much money? Isn't your dad a grand family in this nation? Wouldn't the king help with that? And yes, I stopped midway. This seemed like, that's right. It's coercion through loneliness. However, this is more serious. A daughter from a noble family married another noble, that's all it is. Darkness casually said it as if she wasn't involved. She continued, darkness in my face. Don't make such an expression. Kisruba, you know my taste in men, right? That landlord seemed more eager to make babies. That must be that landlord was eager to the wedding night, so coming to my room and pushing me down. You'll probably rummage me for days without anything to eat or drink. How exhilarating. She casually laughed after saying all these, as if she was trying to hide something. If that was so, why do you look so sad? That's why you wanted to defeat the Hydra with just a few of us. Sorry for getting so many people to join in. The path to hell is so intention. How much did you earn? I'll keep on that way. I'm a noble. My duty is to protect the people, rather than using the hard-earned money of the citizens to pay my debt. I'd rather sell my body, and your assets won't be enough to clear the debts. She cut me off and looked at me straight in the eye. At this moment, I finally had the chance to look at darkness properly under the stars. Luxurious strong eyes stared one at me. Her hair skewed on the bed like the golden threads. Thank you for putting stars. She struggled.